What was the biggest challenge that you all faced during the production or direction?
So I think what was the biggest challenge? I think
Zoya and Shah Rukh Khan. मैं भीख मांग चुका हूँ कि मेरे को मिलवा लो. So everybody else has to also go with my psychosis and
Yes.
constantly pester all the three of them. Please मिला दो.
But life is not easy for any of the characters that you see there, and that's why they're the main characters.
And I felt like it was my duty as a community member to talk about trans men, because we never talk about trans men. You know, people don't know. आप जाके पूछो किसी को trans men, हमको सिर्फ trans woman पता है.
You know, the series explores love, not just romantically, but it's also self-acceptance, you know, also loving yourself. So what has your personal journey taught you about loving your own identity?
और मुझे बहुत जन ने पूछा है ये कि what is your journey of self love, self acceptance. मुझे लगता है कि I never had a doubt.
The stars were in transit, two of them who agreed to give us their time today. Thank you so much, Anubhuti. Thank you so much, Aryan. Could you please join us? So, pretend they're not here, okay? They're not around. What made you say yes to being part of a documentary that would be so, I wouldn't use the word intrusive at all, but definitely something where you have to bare your soul. Okay, not everybody deserves this privilege. So why did you decide to give it to them?
Yeah, I mean, you did say that it was both a privilege as well as something that you did with a lot of caution. And when In Transit came into my life, I was actually in some ways in transit in the other sense as well. I was moving from Calcutta to Bombay. It was just after the pandemic, 2021. And as you know, as many people perhaps in the pandemic, you find a second purpose in your life. So at that point of time, I thought that I'll move to, Bombay and, start life over and pursue something that I probably wanted to do perhaps when I was a child and was never allowed to do, just like perhaps gender, that is to tell stories and to be a screenwriter. So I came in here, and at that point of time, it was a very interesting point for me in my life as well. So just to give you a little bit of a background, I've had a very long career in corporate, working for Tata Steel and Tatas in general for, LGBTQ inclusion. And that included starting the first employee resource group for LGBTQ people in India in a manufacturing space. That was... Thank you. So that was one of those experiences which really made me realize that the more you put your story out there, the more people relate. And this was an opportunity, a platform, a level. Of course, I heard it was going to be on an OTT platform. I think at first we were not even told which platform, so we were like guessing. But that's the thing. Like, it was a very interesting time for me, as well as to see that the value of my story reaching so much farther. Like, here we are at a college and speaking about it, which perhaps I would probably have wanted to say when I was in college. So definitely, like, that's perhaps one of the main reasons why I chose to be part of it. It was a journey in itself. It was just like In Transit. And I was just saying that how opposite the term In Transit is when they chose, because it's literally how transitioning and, also being a trans person, moving cities, going to different places, because all places have certain challenges and certain benefits that you have. So In Transit is exactly like being in transit, perhaps in a train or something, because in that point, you don't belong to the place you started from. You haven't reached your destination and you're really, really desperate to reach it. You're checking your phone 50 times to reach it. So I think that, but still, you're still there, you're still some way off your destination and reaching there. So that really made it for me no-brainer to be part of this.
No
documentary.
questions, Ayesha, to you about why you had Anubhuti, because I really feel one of the best things is that you're such a good speaker and you're able to put words to so many feelings that are so. I think every time you say something, and both of you actually, and everybody in the docu, you literally put words for the first time to these feelings that perhaps people have had and they've never had to say. Like one of my favorite things in the docu is when they talk about how in our language there is no word to describe who I am, and I think that broke my heart. Because we always gravitate towards things that are legitimized, because language legitimizes, right? If there is a name for it, in fact, there's a theory in food. If you can't name it in your local language, you shouldn't eat it because it is foreign and it's probably not going to work well for your body. So no avocados for you girls. Well, I'm just kidding. But language does that. It has the power to do that. And I think that was such a beautiful thing also said by one of the people in the documentary. So thank you. All right. I'm going to take this to Aryan. Aryan, first up, let me just say, you and I, baby, Shah Rukh Khan fans. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Everybody for Shah Rukh Khan.
मतलब सबसे पहले तो मैं खुश के तुमने ये बात बता दी हम.
This everybody has to tweet. Zoya and Shah Rukh Khan. मैं भीख मांग चुका हूँ कि मेरे को मिलवा लो. So everybody else has to also go with my psychosis and constantly pester all the three of them.
Please
मिला दो, please मिला दो, please मिला दो.
लेकिन यार अब मेरी एक बात सुनो, तुम शाहरुख खान स्टार है तो तुम मिलना चाहते हो, लेकिन आज तुम स्टार हो, देखो इतने सारे लोग तुमसे मिलने आए हैं.
अब तो शाहरुख खान को मुझे बोलना चाहिए ना कि यार मैं तेरे को मिल लेता हूँ.
शाहरुख को हम ये दिखाने वाले हैं डॉको, और
प्लीज दिखाओ यार प्लीज.
तो हम उनको ट्वीट करेंगे इन ट्रांजिट. देखिए, आई थिंक दैट वी कैन डू, राइट?
Yeah, I think that we can. Instagram पूरा spam कर दो उनको.
All right. So my question is, the series explores love not just romantically, but it's also self-acceptance. Also loving yourself. So what has your personal journey taught you about loving your own identity and belonging, and being part of this docu? Did you feel like you were able to put words to that for the first time because you were talking to others?
और मुझे बहुत जन ने पूछा है ये कि व्हाट इज़ योर जर्नी ऑफ सेल्फ लव, सेल्फ एक्सेप्टेंस. मुझे लगता है कि आई नेवर हैड अ डाउट. आई थिंक पीपल आस्क मी व्हेन डिड यू नो, आई एम लाइक द सेम टाइम दैट यू न्यू. बिकॉज हाउ डू आई से, हाँ ओके, सो आई ऑलवेज फेल्ट दैट पीपल आर नॉट सीइंग व्हाट आई एम सीइंग इन मी. And I thought the world is mad. Like सब पागल है मेरे आजू बाजू में, उनको नज़र ही नहीं आ रहा है जो मुझे नज़र आ रहा है, जो मुझे फील हो रहा है. तो I always doubted other people and I thought I should take my parents to psychiatrist because they're not able to see me. So it was very fun. मैंने कभी खुद को doubt ही नहीं किया and I felt like it is so organic. It just happens. Magic को सिर्फ time देना पड़ता है and it happens to you, and I think that is what it is.
क्या बात है, मैजिक को सिर्फ टाइम देना पड़ता है. Give me a 5. That was amazing. I want to ask both of you, since the series has dropped, what has been how has life changed? Because I'm assuming that it has changed. I mean, if I was on anything on Amazon Prime Video, I'd be very excited.
Okay. हाँ, क्योंकि मैं सोफायाज में खड़ा हूँ, I can say it is changed because मुझे पता नहीं था कि सोफायाज कॉलेज है जब, because I'm 38. But in 20s I didn't know because मैं मुलुंड से हूँ. What people call it Gao.
Central line, so, bro.
Central.
Come on, yaar. Come on. Give me a 5. Come on. I'm sorry, but yes.
Yeah. So मुझे तो पता ही नहीं था सोफा. Actually मैं गर्ल्स स्कूल से हूँ, तो मुझे ये था कि मुझे गर्ल्स कॉलेज में भी जाना है. It is so much safer to be around women, So yeah, absolutely. So I was like नहीं, ये it is so safe to, मुझे पता नहीं था. So definitely one thing has changed that today जो कॉलेज में मुझे पढ़ना था वहाँ पर मुझे बुलाया एज अ गेस्ट. सो यस, डेफिनेटली. तो या दैट एंड अदर थिंग इज़ कि लॉट ऑफ DMs टॉकिंग अबाउट आपके पास स्लॉट है क्या. आई वाज लाइक शिट, ये तो मैंने नहीं बोला था कि मेरे पास स्लॉट है. तो वो है एज अ थेरेपिस्ट. It feels like I'm disappointing people that I don't have slots, And the other one that I feel that has changed is actually बहुत सारा कुछ चेंज हुआ है. People have started seeing me in a little different manner than what they used to. पहले हम आई एम दैट रेनबो शीप ऑफ द हाउस, यू नो, जिसको किसी को तुम पे भरोसा नहीं होता कि तुम कुछ करने वाले हो लाइफ में, तो सडनली दे हैव स्टार्टेड फीलिंग लाइक अच्छा ये टीवी पे आ गया, मतलब कुछ तो है इसमें। मतलब इतना बुरा भी नहीं जितना कि हम सोच रहे थे। तो जो मेरा ग्रेड था 100 वो एटलीस्ट 99 पे आ गया है अभी घर में, यू नो, सो दैट इज देयर, दैट हैज चेंज्ड। And another thing, because I would want to go back to the first question that you asked about why you agreed to do this, and I felt like it was my duty as a community member to talk about trans men, because we never talk about trans men. You know, we people don't know. आप जाके पूछो किसी को trans men, हमको सिर्फ trans woman पता है. So I felt like that's my ethical job. That was my first thing why I was like, कि हाँ, I have to do this. And second is because I'm attention whore. So that's second. And third was the ethical dilemma, because as a therapist, how much do you want to put it out? How much do your clients want to know about you? और वो क्या होगा? Then I was like, पहले attention देखते हैं, वो ethical बाद में देखते हैं थोड़ा. So I had to like थोड़ा back and forth करना पड़ा, but I think it's fair enough. Whatever has come.
I think ये negotiation इस वक्त रियल टाइम में चल रहा है ना, क्योंकि इससे पहले देखिए रोल मॉडल्स जब ना हो तो हमें ही नेगोशिएट करना पड़ता है, मेक आवर मिस्टेक्स एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स कहानी जो है वो आगे बढ़ेगी। उसके लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। आई एम गोइंग टू टेक दिस टू अनुभूति। अनुभूति, तुम्हारे ज़िंदगी में कितना बदलाव आया है, प्लीज़ हमें बताइए।
आई विल फॉलो अप जो आर्यन ने कहा कि वेरी ऑनेस्टली राइट नाउ एट दिस मोमेंट आई एम फीलिंग अ लॉट ऑफ यूफोरिया, एंड इट इज़ बिकॉज मेरा एक ड्रीम था बचपन से कि मैं गर्ल्स कॉलेज में जाऊँ, और ये तो पॉसिबल नहीं था। अब मैंने ऑब्वियसली बहुत लोगों को कहानियाँ सुनाई हैं कि आई स्टडीड इन अ गर्ल्स कॉलेज और गर्ल्स हॉस्टल और समथिंग लाइक दैट, ऑल ऑफ देम फेक, प्लीज डोंट रिलीव इट टू देम, but so it is really first of all extremely an honor to be here in this space, and I would say a little bit emotionally as well that you know आपके यहाँ कॉलेज में ये डिस्कशन हो रहा है। मैं जिस कॉलेज में आई थी, हालांकि इट इज़ नोन एज अ वेरी लिबरल कॉलेज, बट ऐसे डिस्कशंस नहीं होते थे, मे बी लाइक इट्स 10 years बिफोर एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट। सो इसीलिए इट्स अ वेरी बिग प्रिविलेज फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू कि आप हमसे सुन रहे हो, ये डिस्कशंस सुन रहे हो, क्योंकि आप में बहुत कोई होंगे जो कि समवेयर परहैप्स इन दिस जर्नी हो, और इवन इफ नॉट, द थिंग इज़ कि हमारे सारे जो फ्यूचर प्लान्स होते हैं, ड्रीम्स होते हैं, वो काइंड ऑफ सिमिलर प्लॉट ही फॉलो करते हैं, और सब प्लॉट में यही होता है कि दूसरा कोई आपको वो जैसा नहीं देख सकता जैसे आप खुद को देखते हो, जैसा आर्यन ने कहा। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आपको प्रमोशन चाहिए, आपको बॉस बनना है, CEO बनना है, अब आपके कंपनी में कोई और आपको CEO जैसा देखता नहीं है, बट आप देखते हो और आप पूरी मेहनत करते हो कि आप वो CEO बन सको। और इवन इन से पर्सनल लाइफ की होता है ना कि सम पीपल से दैट यू आर अ बैड मदर, you are not ready to be a mother. That's because they don't see you as a mother yet. So ये identity का जो transition होता है, that starts within us, हमारे दिल के अंदर, and that makes the change when everyone else can see you as you see yourself, and then of course they propagate. आप दूसरे किसी को ये बोलते हो, तो ये सिर्फ हमारी कहानी नहीं है, ये सिर्फ हम कोई transition narrative नहीं है, ये एक कहानी है जो आपको ये दिखाएगी कि what it means to hope, what it means for all these people. And आप फर्स्ट एपिसोड में ही देखोगे कि their life is not simple, life is not easy for any of the characters that you see there, and that's why they are the main characters. But you will see that they all carry this hope within themselves to, one, of course, be themselves, but to be so much more. I think जैसे मैंने कहा कि मुझे एक कॉर्पोरेट प्रोफेशनल के साथ स्क्रीन राइटर भी बनना था, ये भी एक आइडेंटिटी का ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ही है जो हम चाहते हैं। तो वी एज पीपल in the story tell you so many stories of transformation and being something that you want to be. So I think that is a really wonderful place to be.
Thank you so much, Anubhuti. At the huddle is about you and asking questions. Some of your questions have been really amazing. So we're going to try and accommodate as many as we can. if for some chance we can't accommodate a few questions, it's not personal, okay? It's just about time. So please also know that's also part of the process. So without any more further ado, Reema, and it's by Onam Dahiya. Hi Onam, thank you so much for your lovely question.
So, starting my question, I had this very idea as I'm really into politics and I am interested. I am also in a transition where I'm learning. I wanted to ask you that how worse it gets when people are first from economically backward classes, second from socially backward classes, and then people see these people like the LGBTQ community as a segregation. So it just gets worse. So how did you display it right, or what as we as audience could do, to make it better?
Well, I mean, for me, I think that the kind of subjects we choose, or the things that come into the layers that come into your script, or what are your kind of creative compulsions, it's kind of hard to separate myself from my environment and the society I grow in, and I kind of try to keep my art about what is really relevant to me. I think what you said about, it is hard when you come from economically different background, or a less privileged background, or socially that is difficult. And I think, or if you're from a marginalized community, and for me, I mean, that is the struggle, because I think democracy protects every minority. A true democracy actually celebrates every, even a single person, it celebrates their needs, their things. So I come from that kind of thinking, and though we're not there yet, I try to push it. Which as a filmmaker and a writer, I try to not just talk about it in evenings with friends, I try to put it in my work.
So just to follow up, when I saw this episode, I even started it at my place, tried looking to it. But to be honest, I was not into it, but I was finding it a bit sidelined. But when I saw it, it was really inclusive, and it was portraying everything that society should. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think that's a compliment to the director.
Aisha, are you here?
Okay, so my question was for Ayesha Sood. In Transit explores the lives of young Indians at crossroads. What did you discover about this generation that surprised you, and how did that influence the way you choose to tell their stories?
One thing is that we tried to keep it across generations. We've actually got a very broad range of age groups, so it's not actually focused on one generation. But in my conversations with a lot of my characters, what is the one thing that surprised me, or many things that surprised me? Each one of them surprised me. Each one of their self-awareness, belief in who they are, is surprising and inspiring to me. And that's one of the things that I take away from all of them, is that when you grow up questioning your identity, as a human being, you're a very special person, because you are questioning the world that you live in, and you can question how you can change it and how you can change yourself. So I think that's inspiring to me.
Thank you so much for your question. Thank you, Aisha, for your answer. Our next question is for Zoya, and this is from Tanisha Pant. Hi, Tanisha. Thank you for your question. Would you please ask it to Zoya?
So my question is, do you think the Indian cinema industry is doing a good job with queer representation in today's time through movies and series?
I think it's doing a marginally better job than it was doing. And the more conversation we have, the more the more representation there is in the correct way, I think that gets noticed, that gets talked about. There is a consciousness that comes in, and I think filmmakers are taking it seriously now. So for some filmmakers, the stories are personal. For some filmmakers, they are required for a particular kind of narrative. But people are paying attention, and hopefully it'll only get better, and it'll only get bigger, the representation. So I am very hopeful for it.
Thank you for your question. Marginally would be right. I would agree, because we grew up watching, movies that if we watch today in 2025, you are just horrified, and you are like, ये क्या बोल रहे हैं ये इतना. And I'm not just saying from an LGBTQIA perspective, I'm also talking about various sorts of shaming, and I just feel like it's hopefully we'll be in a better place. Sorry, I just went into like too many thoughts about watching movies. Any of you would like to ask a question?
Actually, I wanted to ask that what was the biggest challenge that you all faced during the production or direction or the shooting of this series, and more to it, that what is your thought to it, that how will it impact this series, will impact everyone here or everywhere in all across India?
So I think what was the biggest challenge? I think I would say we didn't have huge challenges. We were doing our jobs, but I think probably bigger challenges lay for our characters. They had to overcome, whatever circumstances they come from, family, conversations, are they able to speak? So I think they had more challenges than we had in making this series. What was the second part of your question?
That how will this series impact everyone here and all over India?
I mean, I hope the impact is that it leads to more empathy. I mean, I hope it leads you to look at these stories and look at these characters as really inspiring stories, and then that we can build bridges and not boxes. I hope that that's what we can do.
Thank you so much. Would you pass the mic on this side?
Hello everybody, I am Prutha, and I just want to ask a question to all of you. First of all, it's really nice meeting you. Thank you so much for doing this. And my question is, how, we are the future of our society, of our country, so how can we make the society more comfortable or more safe for people like you, so that you can come out in a little better, or you can have like a cooperative environment when you come out, and not the backlash or not the hate that you face. So what can we do it to make it a little bit better or a more comfortable space?
Yeah, maybe I'll go first because I have some experience in making 100-year-old institutions a little bit better for people like us. So that's why I probably go. So I think the asking of the question, you can answer very simply by thinking that how can you make your own institutions, and of course by definition the society, more inclusive for all of us. Now, requirements that you might feel that, okay, queer people and trans people may have a certain kind of requirement, and these usually get boxed that, okay, this is only for creating open spaces for them. But the fact is that whenever we make any decision that makes the place more inclusive, it makes for all of the people. If you really imagine that, you have a few trans people in your college, in your institution, wherever you are. So the thing is that if you make policies for them, you will find that automatically all those policies are making life easier for the women in the workplace, for the people who come from diverse backgrounds, people who come from marginalized backgrounds, perhaps say education is something that in the trans community is difficult. So there, in a lot of places, we try to make educational spaces more, open and accepting for people from more marginalized backgrounds, including trans people. So I think that's probably the way we go about it. We choose that this is perhaps the group we want to benefit, but the effect that happens across the board.
I believe that my liberation starts with your liberation. Because I feel that what we are going through is a projection of your own grief that is unprocessed. I'm talking like a therapist, I know. I'll explain. Because of, when people ask me that, when did you become trans, I actually want to ask, मैं तो था ही जो हूँ, आप कब से सेट बने? Because मुझे लगता है कि उसमें काम है. क्योंकि कॉन्स्टेंटली वहाँ फील होता है कि मैं आई एम नॉट अ मैन इनफ, इतना फ्रेजाइल, आई एम नॉट अ वुमन इनफ, इतना फ्रेजाइल, मैं ऐसे नहीं दिखती हूँ तो मैं औरत नहीं हूँ, मैं सडनली कुछ और बन जाती हूँ. तो ये तो प्रोजेक्शन है ना, तुम ही इनफ नहीं लग रहे हो एक दूसरे को, फालतू में हम पे डाल रहे हो. हम तो कभी दूसरे को क्वेश्चन नहीं करते कि तू ट्रांस इनफ है क्या, तू क्वियर इनफ है क्या. तो मुझे लगता है कि जब तक आप अपना ग्रीफ प्रोसेस नहीं करोगे अपने अंदर कि अच्छा हम जैसे हैं ठीक है, एंड हमने बहुत कुछ खोया है टू बिकम वुमन इनफ, टू बिकम मैन इनफ, यू नो. और जब वो चीज़ का दर्द आप एक्सेप्ट करना शुरू करोगे तो वो आप हम लोगों को भी एक्सेप्ट करना शुरू कर दोगे. सो एंड देन you will stop projecting it on us by saying that you are an outsider. Actually outsider तो आप लोग हो, हम तो जैसे हैं वैसे ही हैं. बार बार आके बोलते हो अरे तू औरत नहीं है, तू मर्द नहीं है, पर ये तो हमारा क्वेश्चन है ही नहीं. क्वेश्चन तो आपका है, फालतू में हम पे डाल रहे हो. तो पहले यू जस्ट वर्क ऑन योर सेल्फ कि हाँ आई विल बी हु आई एम. आई थिंक द जेलसी इज and the discomfort is to see that we have the हमारी audacity है कि हमने चुना authenticity, उससे तकलीफ है, you know. So then tiger yeah, so you start with just accepting yourself as who you are, then you'll be able to accept us as who we are.
I love it. Thank you so much. Great question, by the way. How can we be better allies and I think build more inclusive spaces? But thank you so much for being an amazing audience, each and every one of you.
Hi, my name is Zoya and I was at the JTF huddle today at Somaiya College. It was a great experience. It's not every day that we get to sit with a panel like this. The panelists were amazing. It was great to have Roro talks, and I think I will really cherish this experience as one of a kind, because to learn and to see but to actually get to talk is something that we don't come across often. So thank you so much for this experience.
Hi, my name is Devyani and I'm here at Somaiya College with JTF Huddle with Rotox. And I think this whole concept of bringing this new classroom learning, where they bring in panelists and people so advanced in their industry who have so much experience, I think it's a great insight into students if they want to get into filmmaking and everything. It was a great experience here. The conversations were so insightful and thought-provoking. They definitely created a dialogue, and it is one of the better experiences I've had in college. Thank you.
Hello, myself Naitri, and I'm at JDF Huddle in Somaiya College BMM. We had a screening of In Transit. About the event, it was my first time attending something like this, and it really opened my eyes as how we can be as allies more inclusive and open more perspective, open more spaces to make everyone feel safer, make everyone feel welcome. So this talk really opened my eyes to that. So thank you.